go. Welcome,
Yay.
everyone. Welcome to this next episode. I am joined by Vicky from the Pet Accountant. Welcome.
Hello, hello. It's been a while since I've been on.
Yeah, I don't even know whereabouts in the world are you these days. You've moved around.
Newcastle. Well, Northumberland, but I say Newcastle because it's easier for people to, in their head, to figure out where that is.
Gone back home.
Gone back home from sunny London all the way back to the dribby northeast.
And have you got your season ticket for, is it Newcastle United you support?
I'd love to have a season ticket. I think not even in my lifetime will I even be close to the being on the list of getting a season
Oh,
ticket.
really?
However, we did, after much persuasion of Mr. Thomas, because he hates football and has no interest in it whatsoever, we did join the Newcastle United Business Club,
Nice.
where you can mingle and network, and obviously get the perk of being able to get access to the tickets, which are like gold dust. So it did take a lot of persuasion slash I'm gonna do it anyway. But yeah, it was a lot of money. So I'm making the most out of it. But yeah, basically you just get to network and it puts you into contact with people that maybe necessarily wouldn't
Yeah,
chat to. So even on our first, which is linked to what we're going to talk about
yeah,
anyway.
definitely.
Um, our first sort of event, they put together this like three-course dinner at St. James's Park, and it was kind of like speed dating. You got put on this table, and you were waiting to see who else was sitting at your dinner table. No one turned up on our table, so it was just me and Tegan sat there, and I thought, oh, this is great. But then there was a table of women next to us. And I got chatting to one of them, and they were like, "Oh, what do you do?" And I said, "Oh, accountant, blah blah blah." And then mentioned it was in the pet industry, and their faces are a bit like. And anyway, she said, "Oh, well, I'm really good friends with the CEO of Newcastle Cat and Dog Shelter, and so I'll put you in contact with him." So now I've been chatting to him about stuff. So it does work. The power of networking.
Yeah.
I would never have met her. I mean, she's a life and business coach, I think. Um, but then I wouldn't have been put, and it's a big charity, so and
That's
obviously it's pet related, so it makes sense.
And footballers need accountants. Maybe Lee needs to open his eyes to that. But you
He thinks it's absolutely pointless,
you
but
never know. But
I'm determined to make a contact and to get a client from it if it kills me, just to
yeah,
prove him wrong.
yeah.
But yeah,
You can Lee can have the pet accountant plane to get you from like place to
exactly.
place, and then you can
Yeah.
have season tickets to Newcastle United.
Exactly. But it's one of those, and there's different events going on. Like we're going to a golf club. Obviously, I don't play golf and wouldn't have a clue, but they're doing non-golfy stuff and like dinners and networking events where you can do like business pitches for like 5 minutes. Obviously, I'll be going as Culpio
Yeah.
rather than the pet accountant because it's more relevant to the clientele that are there. But yeah, you've got to just put yourself outside your comfort zone. I don't like public speaking. I hate it. I'm all right like this because I
Mhm.
can't see anyone. But like when we get to the expo in November, I'll probably be like sitting there with a microphone. I'll be like, oh, and everyone will be like, what's happened to her? She's so chatty normally. But when I see 200 faces staring at me, it might be a different story.
Yeah, I've not thought about this yet, so I'm keeping this out of my my
Yeah, I've
tech.
had a few of the speakers been like, "Oh God, like I've never like done public speaking." I said, "Oh, it's fine." Apparently, you just picture them all naked. Like,
It's
I d- I don't know if that works, but I'll let you know.
Yeah, we'll do a catch up after the event. But like you said, this is really relevant, this networking, and I think it's something that is really important to our industry, the pet industry, and it's something that we were talking about earlier about my clients. I bring my clients into a room and we have a little get together, try and do it once a year, and it's so interesting watching them chat to each other, and they. I sit there, I do sit there, and sometimes shed a little tear because I get a bit emotional and overwhelmed by it. And they share tips, and they're like, "Oh, well, come to my salon and I'll show you how to do this." And I think sometimes people think that business is really competitive, but actually, when you get all these business people in a room, they all just want to help each other.
Yeah. And I think that's what it's about. You've got to put yourself out your comfort zone and speak to people because it can be a lonely place. Like if I hadn't met Lee and I was just doing it myself, like I probably would have struggled because you need to like bounce ideas on and look at what other people are doing, but not in a competition sense.
Mm,
And get ideas and like you said, ideas and tips from each other and go, well, actually I did this. Oh, I didn't think of that. Oh
mm.
yeah, I'll teach you how to do it. Give me a ring. And
Mm.
if you hadn't gone, you would never have got that extra bit.
Yeah.
So it is important, and I think people don't like doing it, and I don't. Like I say, I'm not good at public speaking and going to these events where like you stood there and you don't know anybody. Even like say that first dinner, me and Tegan were like, oh my God, like what, like we just don't know what to expect, and all people are going to talk. I mean, it was embarrassing at the end because they were all scanning each other's LinkedIn
Yeah.
QR codes, but I don't have LinkedIn. So they all turned to me and went, oh, Vicky, I'll scan yours. And I went, oh, I don't have one. And they all went, what? You don't have LinkedIn? I said, well, I do have it. I just don't know how to use it. Like I've never needed to use
Yeah.
it. And they
Your
honestly
audience.
flabbergasted by the fact that I didn't have LinkedIn. But I was like, I do have a business card. Like, I have my old-fashioned business card. But
That
yeah,
was it's always surprised me. Like when I was in the police, we'd walk into a room and everyone would like put their heads down. No one want to talk to you because you're
no.
inevitably going to be giving them work to do or something like that. And you're like, "Ugh." When I left the police and went into a room of business people, I was really taken aback because there were people coming up to me going, "Hi, I'm putting their hand out, shaking my hand, saying, I'm so and so. What do you do? You know, and what this is what I do." And I'm like, "I'm really uncomfortable here. I don't know what to do," sort of thing. But it's just getting to know that this is the way of business. This is the way of the world. This is how they get together and do things.
It's how you expand and grow. So you've got to speak to people. And like I said, I had like a hotel person come and say hello, and some guy that sold printers, and they're all like, "What do you do?" And they were like dead chatty, and I was like, "Oh, this is weird." But you've just got to do it. And like I said, with the expo, we've had a lot of people that are a bit nervous coming on their own. So we will be starting a little WhatsApp group just like a couple of weeks before. So if anyone is nervous, they can just drop us a message on the WhatsApp group and we can come and find you at the venue and
Mm,
take you up just to ease the stress a little bit because it is nerve-wracking. But like I said, everyone's there for the same reason. Like everyone's there for the same goal.
yeah,
No
yeah,
one's there to catch anyone out or to like steal ideas or whatever. Everyone's there for the same purpose.
yeah. Oh, we've crashed my intro to be honest because
Oh.
everyone's like listening to this going, "What are they talking about?" So you are obviously the founder of the Pet Accountant, but also this year the founder of the biggest business event going within
Oh,
the pet industry.
drum roll.
Yeah, woo! The Pet Pro
Yes.
Expo
The Pet
in
Pro Expo in Birmingham.
November.
A labour of love, it has been. It's been a learning curve. We were just chatting before we came on about it. It's something that I think even we've chatted about it probably over the years that there's something missing in the industry and there needs to be something because there's so much, and I'm not just talking about dog groomers, like dog trainers, dog walkers, boarders, etc. There's lots of training courses out there for like the actual skill but nothing on the business side. And it's just something that's been niggling away at me for years. And then for some reason this April, I don't know why I even decided to do it in April, the busiest time of the tax year, I thought, oh, do you know what? I'm going to do an expo and I'm going to do a business conference. And I just sat one day and said, right, I'm going to do it. And that was it. And it's just born from there. With a little bit of help from clients and stuff with names and what to call it. But the aim of it is a business focused event. There's going to be no trade stands there. There'll be one because Tug Enough are one of the sponsors and they wanted to bring some of their new toys and stuff, which is fine. But it's not really a trade show event. It's not going to be where there's any like practical stuff going on. It is purely business focused with speakers that are in the industry and know what they're talking about. So again, it doesn't matter whether you're a dog groomer, a boarder, walker, whatever it is, because they're all business focused topics, it's relevant to everybody. And I just wanted something that people can go to it and then afterwards think, do you know what? Like they're motivated to think, right, I'm going to do that now. I'm going to do this. And they come out of it feeling energized and go, right, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Or it might be they just take away something for pricing or they might change their mindset, or they might have met someone there that's actually a local groomer or local dog walker that they can now link up with and go and meet every month to share ideas or whatever. So that was kind of the premise behind it is that they get like decent, good information from people that know what they're talking about rather than me just picking 10 randoms that no one's ever heard of and they don't work in the industry because it'd be pointless.
That's it. And there's so much variety with the speakers. It's like encompasses all aspects of business. There's such a variety there of speakers. There's something that you can probably take away from each particular speaker, whether you've been in business for a long time or whether you're almost like just starting your business or new to business. And what I would say, I suppose, is if you've been in business for a long time and you have this like thought going around in your head, going, well, I've always done it like that, and that's okay, you've got to really challenge that thought because that is probably one of the most dangerous thoughts that we can have as business owners is I've
Yeah.
always done it like that and it's
Always
always
done it.
worked for me because there's so much opportunity that you may be missing out on. So there's going to be some serious note taking in these in these sort of
There'll
talks.
be steam coming from people's pens,
Yeah.
but it is going to be recorded. So just let people know it is going to be recorded, and you will get all of the speakers broken down into the different recordings that you'll get access to. So there's no need to frantically write every single thing down. Like obviously, if there's anything that just pops in your head, write it down. But there's no need to sit and try and right as
Yeah,
they're speaking
verbatim.
because then you'll miss it.
Yeah.
So the idea is there is going to be a notebook in the goodie bag for people to make notes, but the idea is just to listen and take it in because it is going to be recorded, so you'll be able to watch it back 100 times if needs be. But yeah,
Yeah, and what I was going to say is like to get the most out of this event is obviously be open-minded, network, talk to people. No one's gonna like bite or anything like that. Say hello to all the mentors, like spend some time with them. But the most pivotal thing is to find what you like from it and take some action afterwards.
yeah.
That's how you're going to get the most out of the expo.
Oh
Is
yeah, 100%. Like they've got to be taking the tips away and then go and implement them.
yeah,
Otherwise, there's no point.
yeah.
And we've had people come that are brand new to business. We've had people buy tickets that are like 20 years in and have said, do you know what? I am 20 years in, but I want to refresh my
Mhm.
knowledge and make sure that I've not missed anything along those 20 years. Like we'll be touching on AI and stuff like that. It's something that's new and that some people hate, some people love. And she was like, yeah, do you know what? I'm going to come and see if I can get some fresh ideas and maybe mix it up a little bit. So we've got a wide spectrum of people coming, like literally ones that have literally just opened and ones that have got like 20, 30 years in.
Yeah, and it's like working through your notebook, like each category, each speaker, what have I taken from it? What can I implement over the next few months, maybe a year? I've still got notes on my iPad where I went and saw a business coach 2 years ago, and literally I was revisiting it the other week, just looking at certain parts and going, right, have I done this? Have I done that? So it might not be something that you visit straight away, but that action is so important to get the value from it.
I mean, this expo was on I have like a little, funny enough, it's orange. I have a little orange book. I call it like my millionaire ideas,
Yeah.
which I've written it since 2021 when me and you first met. And the expo is in there from like the
Mm.
very beginning that I wanted to do like something because, we touched on it before we came on that people spend so much money on practical courses that aren't going to make them any money. Like they just aren't. And this could be, a bit of a wild thing to say. And I'm sure people will be like, no, I need to do it. And I'll probably be hated for saying it. But from like a business perspective, we've seen a lot of people close their business down over the last 12 months. A lot of them being dog groomers. And that's not because there's no clients there for them to service. It's because they just haven't done the business bit properly. And it's as simple as that. And we know because we look at the figures. And it's so like frustrating because it's like I see you spending all this money on, all these different type of grooming skills or all these different training courses for dog trainers or whatever, but that's not going to increase your profit. It's just not.
Yeah, and one thing that springs to mind when we talk about that is teeth cleaning. That teeth cleaning is a good one because I speak to dog groomers and we go, tell us about your business, tell us about what you do and what you offer to your clients. And a lot of them say, I do teeth cleaning, and I'm like, well, how popular is that? And they're like, it sits on the shelf getting dusty, and they've invested in the training and they've invested in the products, but what they haven't invested in is the knowledge to sell that product.
Yeah.
You
Teeth
know,
cleaning, I think, is a bit different though, because that's like something you could actually sell. I'm talking more about, like, say, if we were going to be grooming specific, like how to groom a Shih Tzu in I mean, I'm not a groomer, so don't shoot me if I get this wrong, but like into a certain shape or color.
Mm.
And you think, oh, I'll go and spend £400 on a famous groomer showing me how to do this. But how many people do you get in your salon that's bringing their Shih Tzu and say, can you make it look like a giraffe?
Yeah,
Do you
like
know
market
do you
it.
know what I mean though? And I'm probably going to get lots of hate for this, but I'm just looking at it from purely a business perspective. That's not going to make you any money unless you have a lot of clientele in that area that want their Shih Tzu to look like a giraffe.
Or you learn to market it properly.
Yeah, exactly. Or learn to market that skill that you've done, not just go and whack £400 on a training course that unless you've got clients in the area that want that specific type of groom, or they're going to care that you've got a certificate in that
Mm,
style of grooming, then it's pointless. You're
mm.
better off spending that 400 or 500 quid on like a business mentor or something that's going to propel your business and make you profit and grow your business rather than making a dog look like a giraffe.
Yeah, and the beauty of growing your business and earning more money, it gives you things start to open up,
Yeah.
options start to open. And unfortunately, and I'm sure Fanny will say this on the day with her talk,
I
like
can't wait to introduce her.
the
I had so many thoughts in my head of how I could do it, and not one of them's
it's
not
appropriate.
going to get a giggle. A giggle.
But she always says, like,
Mm.
I think she quotes Benjamin Franklin. It's like money makes money, and the money that money makes more money, sort of thing.
Yeah,
And people might hate that. People say think money's like evil and like it's horrible and don't like it, but that's our money mindset. But
yeah.
unfortunately, the world, we live in a capitalist economy. The world circulates on money. So if we focus on that first, that can then open the doors to everything else that we want to do.
And we've always said that, and you said it in your group, like you need to know your numbers. And I know people are going to go, "Oh, you're an accountant, you're going to say that." But I was in the police, as everyone pretty much knows by now. And when I left, I had no prior sort of like business experience in a sense of I've never had my own business. I did sales and other businessy stuff before that, but like I've never owned my own business. And I started it from scratch and got it from zero to the VAT threshold in less than 12 months. And that's not just through a fluke. That's because I was looking at my numbers and looking at what I needed to earn and, what I could outsource instead of trying to do it all myself. And yeah, it is a learning curve, but if I hadn't looked at my numbers and worked it out, I probably wouldn't have got to where I was that quickly.
That's
And it
it.
can be done.
Yeah, and I'm sure Robin will touch on this on his talk about capacity-based pricing. How much is the event again? 100 and
179.
you know, just to see Robin Waite speak, 179. I don't. I really don't think I don't. Maybe people do, but I don't think people really understand the power and the quality of the speakers that they're about to.
Who have cost me a bloody fortune.
I know.
I'm joking.
Well, I know Robin's day rate, and
He's
I've
an
hired him.
expensive man.
I've hired him as well to speak
Yeah.
for my clients, and when we had a day with Robin, I sat at the back. I think I've said before, but I was literally like quite emotional and shed a few tears. The How engrossed the members were listening to Robin, and that day actually, that Robin did a pricing day for my pet grooming clients. That day had a massive impact on one of my clients who brought her husband along with her, and he.
I
Yeah,
know who you're talking about.
with the help of Robin and Robin's work and the day's work that we did, he quit his job and they're now building a new business and doing service department rentals and stuff.
I know exactly who you're talking about, and I know A because they're clients, but B, they bought a ticket and she said, I'm purely coming because of the impact that Robin had on
Mm.
us as a couple and our lives and our business that we want to come and see him again. And she's bringing her husband. He's like obviously not pet related. He's got the new business, but they coming because of the impact he had on them when they did your thing. So
Yeah, yeah, it's amazing. I mean, Robin's books I've read his book probably about 10 times. If I ever see him like available to speak, I go and watch him speak. And this kind of power that we're bringing to the industry has never been seen before. Like I said, it's going to be the biggest business event going, and I don't think people will understand this until the Sunday.
Well, this is the thing because it's new. Everyone's a bit like, I don't really know
Yeah.
what this is, or and some people might not know who I am unless you're living under a rock. But no, but people might not know. So it'll be like, who's the pet accountant? Who's like, what's this Pet Pro Expo? And th there isn't any in the UK, and obviously they're quite popular in America because I know like Dominic Hodgson does a lot of like expo stuff in the US. And I think there's a lot of maybe uncertainty around it as to like what it is and what actually, but I think a lot of people are going to get FOMO when they see all the videos and obviously all the comments on it from the Sunday. And also will probably be very hungover. But yeah, I think there's a little bit of uncertainty around it, which is fine because it's a new event. But I think there'll be a lot of FOMO afterwards because people are going to be coming out going, bloody hell, that was worth way more than 179 quid. And again, and we touched on this before, a lot of the stuff that we're doing isn't free. It's a very, very, what I have learned from doing this, it's very expensive. And we're talking like tens of thousands of pounds that it costs to put on an event like this. And people might think, oh, 179 quid's a lot. Trust me, like it's not. You've got the location to pay for, the food, which is extortionate, which is where they make their money. Then you've got the live stream, the cameras, the person that live streams that you've got to pay for them. You've got to pay for all 12 speakers. You've got to pay for the goodie bags and all sorts. And it is very, very expensive to put on an event like that, which is why the ticket price is priced the way it is, because it's going to cover a lot of expenses.
I think also it shows the professionalism and the seriousness that you're kind of treating it, if that makes sense,
Yeah.
and like what you want people to get out of it.
I
And
do. That's my ultimate aim. It's not like a money
yeah,
making scheme where I'm going to do it once and then fuck off. Like I want this to be a yearly thing where it gets, bigger and better every year. Maybe, 5 years down the line, it turns into a day and night thing where we have, the education bit during the day and then maybe an award show at night time and introduce an award that are business focused awards again. You know, it could, I mean, I don't know. I just thought about this the other week, but
book your book out again, aren't you?
yeah, it's in my book. But you know what I mean? Like it's not going to be a trade show. It's not going to be a training exercise of how to groom or how to train. It's a business focused event. And my aim is for people to come out there, like I say, be motivated and take from these experts, like suck them dry of information and then go and implement it. And then be telling me like weeks, months later, "Oh, actually, I took what Robin said and I've increased my prices and actually I've made an extra 2 grand this month." For me, that's what I'm doing it for. I'm not doing it just for the sake of doing an event because trust me, it's been very stressful. I want people to get it, like to get out of it. And that's why I've hand selected the speakers and picked people that I know are good and that I know are going to be able to give that information out. And like you said, some of the speakers even like to work with you and your program. It's not cheap, but they're going to get you for a whole weekend. Same as Robin, same with Fanny, like her courses aren't cheap. So you're getting all of these expert people for a weekend for the sake of 179 quid, which the business pays for. The
Yeah,
business will pay
that's
for
it.
the travel. The business will pay for your hotel. The business will pay for your food and drink, although breakfast and lunch is included. Small print. So
Yeah, and I think that's important as well. If you can get there on the Friday and catch us in the bars,
I'll
that's
only have one gin because I'll have to present the next day, but Saturday I will be going wild. You either see me in the corner going, "Oh, like it went so badly," it would.
it won't.
Or I'll be like chugging the shots on Saturday with everyone. Like, to be fair, some of the clients, some of my like sort of OG clients have said, you know what, I'm coming just because I want to spend time with you and have a drink. Like, whatever your reason, we're all there to have a bit of fun as well.
Yeah, what do you know yet? I don't want to put it under pressure, but like the format of the day, is it going to
I
be?
haven't. I'm waiting. So the tickets for the in-person tickets will end on the 31st of this month. And then no more will be sold. We've only got 19 left. Once they're gone, they're gone. If they don't go within those by the end of the month and people come later on, then there might be the odd seat spare. But generally, the doors will be closed on the 31st of August. And then everyone will then get put into the Facebook group, the private Facebook group, who's ever bought an in-person or online ticket. And that's where all the online seminars are going on because we've got those as well with another group of people that I just couldn't fit in on the day.
Mm.
And I haven't done the lineup yet because obviously I've got to be strategic of where I put people. But generally, it'll be breakfast it'll be between sort of 8 and 9, and then the idea was that the event will start at 9. I've been told that technically it's meant to finish at 5, but they said if we do run over, then there is a bit of leeway for us to go past 5 o'clock. It depends, obviously. I'm going to give everyone time slots. If people go past the time slot, then I'll have to like wave frantically, being like, "You need to shut up now." But there is a bit of leeway at the end. If we do run over, it's not going to be like 5 o'clock, shut the doors, everyone's got to get out.
Mm.
And then the idea after that is that we go into the bar area and we can have a drink and whatever people want to do from that point. People can stay, people can go. So
Yeah,
it's like,
carry on networking.
but as in, where's everyone going? I haven't figured that out yet because it's got to be strategic, I think. Put the boring topics like finance and pensions in the middle.
Not after lunch.
Not after lunch. I think we might have Robin after lunch just to because
All
he's a very
fire.
energetic.
Yeah.
And I think once you've stuffed your face full of food and had a coffee and a drink and whatever, you need someone a bit lively to sort of pick it back up. And I did want to put Fanny at the end just so I could say well my little phrase, but you can't not laugh. And I'll have to say to Fanny, I'm sorry, but I can't not. So even my clients have been like, I can't wait to see how you introduce her.
I still need to find this out. I wasn't sure whether that's her real name or whether it was just a very clever marketing
I
ploy.
mean, it is a very good marketing ploy because no one's ever going to forget your name being
Uh,
called Fanny. So it was like, oh, leave Fanny to last. You know, everyone loves Fanny. Here she is. Like,
I,
it's so many. I could
I
go on.
yeah, I think a really good top tip for the listeners that are going to be coming to the Pet Pro Expo, bit of homework before you go is just like look up all the speakers on Google and dig into their websites. If
Yeah.
they've got a book, I suppose Robbie might.
Robin is going to bring one of
Yeah,
his newest book with him.
yeah,
So everyone will get a copy of that who attend the in-person event. He did say he's going to bring it, so you will get a copy of Robin's book.
yeah. But if they've got books or email lists, sign up to those because I think you'll find that really useful when you come to actually meet the person and listen to their talk because you have an understanding of where they're coming from and what they're doing.
Yeah, and like I say, everything's gonna be recorded as well. Those who are watching it online, it's gonna be live streamed, so you will see the action as it happens. Hopefully, we won't have any technical issues. We'll see. Like I said, this event's never been done before, so it'll be just a wait and see
You've got
how
a
it
very
goes.
professional person doing
We
it.
have got a very professional who assures me if there's any technical issues, she'll deal with them. Because I think they do it through Zoom. So they'll have someone on hand if anyone has any login issues. So I don't foresee anything like that happening. The event venue again do these events all the time, so I can't envisage there being any technical issues. But no, my luck, there'll probably be one or two. But yeah, no, it's going to be good, and I think. I've got to thank the sponsors as well because again that helps us out being able to offer more. So we've got Tug Enough, we've got Low Pay, we've got Animal Focused Alliance, and we've got the Paw Pal app as well. So just a big shout out to them. And again, speak to them because like I say they're all there, they're all in the industry, and they might have special offers on. Like I said, Tug Enough are going to be bringing some of their new products, and they've got a new partner program that they're launching as well, which is more like educational focused. And like again, Lope, really well known in the grooming industry, but not so well known in the training walking industry, who again still use sum up and stuff and not paying a fortune. So
Drives me mad. I was in France last week and we went to a very popular tourist attraction and spent €80 on lunch. Then my dad went to pay and she's like, I only take cash. I was like, oh God, where's the nearest cash machine? Oh, it's like next village down the road. She said, just send us a check.
who uses checks?
The French have checks. It's like
Hey,
drives me potty. Get a card machine.
get a card machine. But again, do your research. But again, like it's just getting people out there. Like, please, if you're on the fence, there's gonna be so many good people there. Joe Pay's coming. He was going to do a stint on dog behaviour. She's just done a Channel 4 documentary with Nick Grimshaw and Victoria Stilwell and things. So she's going to be there for more of a, I guess, educational point on how to recognize certain dog behaviors when they're on the grooming table, or when you're out walking them and stuff like that. So that's going to be quite an interesting one. Obviously yourself is going to be there. We've got Robin, we've got Fanny, we've got Jamie and Darren, who are going to do stuff on marketing and AI. And we've got Charlotte, who's going to be there doing social media. So Helen Mottram's going to be there. So we've pulled people from all corners of the pet industry so that people get more of like an all-rounded view, rather than it just being like 10 speakers that are focused on grooming or 10 speakers that are focused on dog training. It's a mixture.
Yeah, it's business, isn't it, rather than the
It's
actual.
business. So like I said, there's groomers coming, there's trainers, there's pet shops, there's farriers, there's hydrotherapy pool people, there's vets, there's all sorts.
I have to get my hands and my grips onto farriers because our farrier not done a price increase for donkey's years. That's
I
pardon the
know.
pun.
But I speak to clients all the time and I go, when was the last time you put your prices up? Oh, 2 years ago. What, do I have to do it every year? Well, yeah, you do.
I
You
have
do,
to, but
because like the price of everything's going up. So if
yeah,
you don't and you stay the same, your profits are going to go down.
yeah,
So you need to do it every year. And it's just it is a mindset issue, hence why we have you there at the expo talking about mindset, and why we've got Fanny there doing mindset from like a money perspective, because I did one of those money courses and I learned a lot from that for my own sort of like spending habits and how I viewed money. I've probably gone too far in the other direction now, where I'm just like, meh, screw it, it'll come back around. Say it to Tegan. She's like, oh, I daren't buy this like £8 dress from bloody Vinted. I'm like, it's £8. Like, it'll come back. Just buy it. Like, your money's just going to come back around. It does.
it does. Yeah, I can see that. But I'm gonna do it. I've got a podcast hopefully lined up with Fanny, and we're going to be talking about wealth creation and how
Mm.
she's only ever really earned no more than £50,000 a year, and
Right.
she's built all of her wealth through what some people might, smallish wages. Some people might think that, some people might think these people are massive like millionaires and stuff like that. But she's built wealth through, can I say a normal life? I don't know.
Yeah.
She's
I
been a
know what you
mum,
mean.
and has been not on like too big wages, but built that £1 million wealth. So it's really interesting.
Yeah, no, I think people should definitely look into that. I mean, like I say, I've probably gone too far either way. I went and bought a Rolex the other month. I just tapped my credit card and went, screw it.
Well, put it in the loft. You might be worth something.
Yeah, exactly. I literally just, oh well, balls to it. Tap, beep. It's not me paying for it, it's the bank.
Have you done her money mindset quiz?
I haven't, because I'm scared of the results. I'm
I
not
think you need to
gonna lie.
go
Because
and
like I say, I used to be like my mum,
yeah.
where I'd hoard money all the time and I'd not spend it, I'd not go on holiday, I'd not treat myself, and I'd just hoard it away. And then when I did that money mindset course, I was like, why am I doing that?
Yeah,
Like, what purpose? So now I've probably gone too far the other way and now just go, screw it, credit
yeah.
card, bosh,
Who's in control of your money?
me. I'm actually very good. I sound quite, but I am very tactical with what I do. And I've got a spreadsheet, obviously, because I'm an accountant who doesn't have a spreadsheet, where I have all my income, I'll have all my direct debits, I'll have everything that's coming out, and then I'll have my wage that goes in and it does it all up, and I have bit that goes into shares and whatever. No idea what I'm doing with that. I just stick it a little bit of money in every month and just does what it does. No idea what it does, no idea what it is. Just whack it in. Hope for the best.
Well, if book recommendation for you, Always Free by Jason Greystone. Go and grab yourself a copy, and he'll put some structure around your wealth creation journey.
Like Lee's very an advocate on pensions, so like he'll put money himself into a private pension, so obviously the tax relief. And I'm like, but you could die before
Mhm.
your pension age, and then all that money's just sat there. Whereas I'd rather just enjoy that money now.
It's
But
proper like
two different, completely different mindsets.
yeah, and I understand that. It's like devil and angel sitting on your shoulder. And one day I'll be like, oh, save for the future. Next day it's like, oh, let's go out. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, there must be, and it's working out that path in the middle, isn't it?
Yeah, finding the middle ground and not going too mad either side. But yeah, I just think, well, I'll just enjoy it now because by the time we get to pension age, I'd probably put it to like 90. So
Yeah, but again, it gives you those. I suppose it's that giving you those options to say 60, I'm done. I'm off around the world.
that is very true.
And this is all the stuff that people are going to start learning when they listen to Fanny, I'm sure.
Exactly. Like she's amazing and like I would love speaking to her and I think she again it's going to be such a I think there'll be light bulb moments for people at the expo with the speakers that we've got and they're so different in how they approach it and what they're going to obviously be talking about that like it's everyone's just going to be like a sponge and hopefully like have too many ideas when they come out that I'm going to have to watch this again because there was just too many and that's the idea. I want people to have fun with it. I want people to chat to each other and network but also like learn and go and implement it so that they can make more money and that they're not one of the statistics that are closing their business. Like I say,
Definitely.
it's not because there isn't, I mean, everyone has a dog. Everyone's getting dogs on a regular basis. There's plenty of clients out there. It's just how you go about getting them.
Yeah. Cool. Let's wrap it up. What date is it?
50.
Not today. What date is
50, I'm looking, I don't know why I looked at the thing in the corner of the screen. 15th of November, East Side Rooms in Birmingham. There is a hotel attached to it called the Aloft East Side, which is a Marriott hotel. I think it's about 115 quid, I think, last time I looked online. Didn't give me any discounts, which is annoying. Well, they did say they gave me a discount, which was more expensive than if people just went and bought it direct, which I
yeah.
did question but didn't really get an answer back. So I've just said people go and book it direct. Train to Birmingham New Street, and there's about a 10-15 minute walk, or you can get an Uber. Like I said, and it'll be all day Saturday when we'll be having drinks on the Friday night if people are coming before. Like I say, a lot of these speakers are staying over. So again, you can speak to them after the event and just make the most of having that person there that normally you'd have to pay thousands to speak to. So
19 tickets left. Let's get these sold.
19, that isn't a marketing ploy. There is only 19. I'm not lying. There's just 19. So if they're gone, they're gone. But the doors will shut on the 31st of August because I've got to get stuff organised. And then the online tickets will be released on the 1st of September. Like I said, it's going to be live streamed professionally. So you can keep up to date with all the action of the day in your pajamas.
Nice. There'll be a link in the comments for you to book your ticket. If you are, like you said, sitting on the fence, umming and ahhing, just go and Google some of the names of the speakers and see, who they are and what they do and how amazing they are. This will make you money. This will improve your mindset. This will help you go forward in your business. So get
Fabulous.
booked.
Get booked. And we'll be on in a few months talking about making tax digital, probably.
I'm sure. Well, thank you for your time.
Yes, no worries. A pleasure as always.
Catch up soon.
Yep, catch up in a bit.
Bye.
Bye.